Hey y'all, Candace here from Little Steps Big Happy. I share health and fitness tips for moms. So today is part 6 of a 12-day series, 12-part series, all about common weight loss and dieting myths that make it really hard to eat healthy, way harder than it needs to be. It is not a walk in the park on its own, especially if you are fighting against, lifelong habits. But these thoughts, myths, kind of ideas that I used to have in my head, I found when I let them go, things got so much easier. I got more consistent. I started seeing the results that I wanted, and I've been trucking along with it ever since. So today, part 6 is this idea that in order to eat healthy, everybody else around you has to eat healthy too. I see this a lot with moms, especially because, your family's maybe not on board. Maybe your kids are picky eaters, your husband's not having any of it, he doesn't want to be on a diet, maybe he doesn't need to be on a diet. But either way, nobody wants to eat healthy with you. And when you're trying to force them to eat healthy, and especially I found this really to be true, is it was just a struggle. It was harder to find recipes that I thought would please everybody. It was harder to make my kids eat it. I felt like I was wasting food. I felt bad if I made something that nobody else liked. It got really difficult for me. And so one of the things I kind of realized was that, what? A, we don't all have to eat the same. Think about when you go out to a restaurant. Everybody usually orders different things, right? You pick what you like. That's something that you can do at home. Everybody else could be eating what they're eating, and you could have something separately. Now, don't worry. I know a lot of y'all are like, I ain't cooking 2 different meals. So I'm going to share some of my tips for how I kind of eat separately from my family without making things harder for myself and making a lot more effort. So number 1 is I'm all about the meal prep. When I meal prep, and you don't have to do it this way, but it's just an idea. When I meal prep, I make all my meals for the week, and I pick like 1 or 2 for me, 1 for my husband, and like 1 or 2 for my kids. And then throughout the week, people can eat what they like. If I want to stick to some soups and salads, I certainly can. My kids want homemade pizza. They have the option to eat that. We can all sit down together. We can all get that nice family time together, but we can be eating different things, and it's no extra work for me because I did it all at the beginning of the week. Another thing that I've done, if you're not into meal prepping, that I found really effective is to really just look for the ways in which I can make healthy upgrades with my meal. So for example, if we're eating spaghetti, I'll make some zucchini, man, my words, y'all. I will make some zucchini noodles as well. They can have the regular spaghetti. I eat mine with zucchini noodles. It's no extra effort to cook some zucchini noodles along with regular noodles, and everybody's happy. I get healthier food, they get what they like. Another thing I like to do is if we have hamburgers, I'll eat mine without a bun. If we, y'all can hear my kids. If we are having something like pizza, I love pizza. I'm not going to pretend I can watch everybody eat pizza without me, but maybe I have 1 or 2 slices of pizza and a side salad with it instead of 3 or 4 slices of pizza. So you can always keep an eye out for where can you make a healthy upgrade without having to make extra work for yourself. Something else that you could do, this is similar to the meal prepping, but maybe not as much work, is maybe you just meal prep the food just for you, the healthy stuff. And then you can cook everybody else's meals throughout the week, but when it's time to sit down and eat, you can pull out your food, it's ready to go, no extra work for you in that, kind of crazy evening time, while everybody else gets food that they enjoy. One of the other things that I kind of do, and this really comes up for anybody who's like, but it feels unfair, or when I see them eat it, I want it. And one of the things that I always really try to remind myself is that I'm not being forced to make healthy decisions. I am choosing to make healthy decisions. I am choosing the healthy food because it's going to get me what I want. I'm going to feel better, like physically, I feel better when I eat it. I feel better mentally when I eat it. My body responds to it well. It's good, nutritional for my body. So I'm not punishing myself with my diet. I'm not suffering for my diet. I'm making a decision that's good for me. And so whenever I remind myself that I am choosing this, like I chose this, I'm not being forced to do this, it makes it easier. It feels very much not like I'm losing out on something, but that I'm just making a different choice. And that makes it a little bit easier if I see that, my family's over there and, my husband's poured himself a bowl of Frosted Mini Wheats. Hey, I like Frosted Mini Wheats, but Frosted Mini Wheats don't like me back. And so, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit down and eat my oatmeal. I like oatmeal. But when I remind myself that I've chosen oatmeal because not only do I, I do like it, but it's good for me. It's going to get me to all the places I want to be. It's going to help me feel how I want to feel. And that thing that I'm working towards is worth more than whatever temporary satisfaction some frosted mini wheats are going to give me. So that's the thing. That's what I've done that's really helped a lot. And as I started to slowly change my diet from what my family was eating, theirs improved some anyways, because they see me eating better. They try some of my stuff, and it broadened their horizons without it being like, this is all that I've made, you have to eat this, and I'm gonna be, it's all this drama if you don't. No, it's like, hey, try this thing that mom's having. My husband's diet's even improved. So everybody has improved gradually, but it wasn't this big issue, it wasn't this big fight about everything. And I was able to improve my diet and make the progress that I wanted without trying to drag everybody along with me kicking and screaming, which I'm gonna tell you right now, I got 2 super picky eaters, and my husband is not much better. So if I had been reliant on their diets to improve in order for mine to improve, I would still be struggling right now. And that's really what it all boils down to is, are you willing to wait until everybody around you hops on board for your diet to improve, for you to see the weight loss that we want, for your healthy eating to get, to whatever your goals may be? Are you willing to wait for them to hop on board to get there? And if the answer is no, then you're just going to have to decide, how you're going to make it work that you start eating better even if nobody else does. So this week I really want to get you guys to start thinking, where can I easily start improving my diet even if nobody else is? A really good place to start is breakfast or lunch or snacks. Those are easy places to start because those are not typically meals that everybody sits down and eats together. Or even if you do, it's not as much of this big, we all got to eat the same thing because it's family dinner type of idea. So kind of start exploring with that. See the places that you can either maybe start feeding yourself something different. You can look for those healthy upgrades. But it is possible. I promise. I've done it. I've seen others do it. You can start kind of making those improvements, even if nobody else around you is doing it. All right. That's what I got for this week. I will talk to y'all later. I hope you have a good week. Bye.